How you build an incubator really cheap. As you can see, this is just a normal Coleman cooler. I got this I think for $1 or $2 at the secondhand store. It wasn't that expensive at all. Over here I cut a hole, actually using a drill bit because I didn't have a reciprocating saw, so I just drilled in right through here and just moved the drill bit up. This glass is double pane glass. There's one on the inside and one on the outside. As you can see, the incubator works because I have chicks hatching right now. Yeah, so this is just double pane glass, just from a picture frame that I got from the dollar store. I buy a lot of their picture frames. They only cost $1, and I don't need the frame. I just need the glass. So, you know, this is just silicone. Really cheap silicone. If you don't happen to have any, I would just put some duct tape on here. Some of that, what is it called? It looks like duct tape. It's red. You put it on the plastic. I don't know what it's called. Let's call it Gorilla Tape for now. But yeah, so over here is just some silicone. It's real simple. It keeps it in. I like to put the double pane glass for two reasons. One, to make sure the heat stays inside. This adds like a nice little air pocket in here to keep the heat going. Yeah, so yeah, it's just real simple. I do have a thermostat now for it, but this is one of my first builds, so I'm actually just using a dimmer switch. Now, the dimmer switch, you can control the temperature. You can see my temperature right now. I don't know if you can see that. 99.1 at 67% humidity. This is actually the most expensive part here. I think this was like $20. You can buy another one cheaper. I just like this one because I could drop the probe inside. Over here you got the holes. Now inside this is where it gets a little complicated. I have a 60-watt bulb, as you can see, hooked into some normal housing. I don't like putting extra screws and kind of stuff because it's just a pain, and sometimes I change my mind and I want to move stuff around. So this is actually all held together with zip ties. I love freaking zip ties. I mean, just zip them up, baby. Now over here you can see in the back there I got the probe hanging down for the temperature. You got the water in there. Now it does have a gate on there. I know this one little end looks sharp, but this is actually pressed up against the glass so they can't get to it. I'll fix that later. It does have a gate on it because they do get thirsty when they first hatch, and they will try to jump in your water and drown. So make sure you put a gate on it at all times. Over here on the bottom I have that stuff you put in your shelves so your dishes and your silverware doesn't slide around in the shelf. I put that down basically to stop the eggs from rolling so much, and also it gives them some grip, even though this little guy over here just wants to stay under the light bulb. So, you know, that's that. Now over here I have a fan. This is a forced air cooler. Now this fan came off an old PC, off a heatsink, and what I did is I cut the wires on it, which I'll show you up here. I cut the wires on it. Now all you need is the red and black wires. Now you take the red and black wires and you attach them to your DC power cord, which is right there. Now it's real simple, 12 volt. You find an old one. I have a bunch of old adapters, so I like using them for something new. You chop the wire off and you just connect it. So you got the red and black from your PC fan, right? And you attach the, you just attach them to the DC wire here. It's a real simple build. It holds the temperature. Now one thing about this is I do have to check this 2, 3, maybe even 4 times a day to make sure the temperature is right, because sometimes it'll go up a degree or 2 or it'll come down a degree or 2. And I know a lot of people say, you know, 99.5 is optimal temperature, and it is your optimal temperature, but the fact of the matter is, in nature, you know, a chicken doesn't have the optimal temperature all the time. She jumps off her eggs to drink, to eat, she moves them around, she stands up, she stretches her legs. So, you know, you do have someone. So if you're new to this, you know, don't worry too much. You know, if your temperature drops a degree or two or raises a degree or two, don't stress out about it. You'll be okay, right? Now, this is one thing here. I have the dimmer switch. That dimmer switch is really easy. You can look up directions online how to get that. I'll probably post that in another video after these guys hatch. And yeah, so it's a real easy thing. I have that zip down with zip ties too. I did not close up the holes because I wanted the air to come in still. I just have this tape here to hold this down, so when I do open it up, my thermometer doesn't go flying off. And yeah, keep posted if you like. If you have any questions, ask about them. And pretty soon, I'm going to show another build over here, which I have another build. This is a much larger incubator. I only have, what, 8 eggs in here right now. It is the middle of winter. Now, this one is pretty good. It holds a lot more eggs. I'm going to add another shelf. This is a pretty simple build, but I'll go into that in another video. So, if you like the video, like it. If you don't, hey, what can I do? Alright, talk to you guys another time.